guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here with Annemarie.
Hey guys.
And we are doing a little back to school motivational tips video. Annemarie's really good at this type of stuff.
Thank you.
And I feel like you've done videos like this before on your channel, but I really haven't, so I thought I would do one right about now because I go back to school really soon.
I just graduated. So I'm an expert.
We both thought of like a few tips each for motivation, and we haven't like really told each other ours, so we'll both be learning as we go. Before we get into the video, if you guys want to follow us on Instagram, I'll put our handles down below if you want to keep up with our lives. And yeah, without further ado, let's just get on into these tips. A lot of the tips that I chose are pretty college-y, but I feel like you might be able to integrate these into high school if you're in high school as well.
Mine are like pretty universal, so that's
okay, cool. Alright, so my first tip is to take classes or try to schedule your classes or take the same class as your friends, because this way you guys can study together and kind of collaborate on your notes and stuff.
Or remind each other to like...
Yeah, remind each other and kind of like motivate each other to study, and then if you have any like group projects, you can work with your friends and it makes it a lot more fun and you get way more into the project, at least I have. So yeah, whenever I'm scheduling my classes and I have friends that have to take the same classes, we try to either do them like at the same time or in the same semester. And then it makes you want to go to class more because you have a friend there, so it like motivates you to actually go to class.
Like I was taking an Excel class and I tried to make friends in the class, but I legitimately couldn't make any friends. And I literally texted all of my friends and I was like, is anyone taking this class? And it would have been so helpful to have like a friend in it. Like I searched high and low.
Because sometimes I'll just like add classes because I think they sound cool, and then I'll have no friends and I won't make any friends. And so if I ever want to text anyone in the class, there's no one to text. So yeah, try to do that if you can. I know not everyone can do that, but if you can, it's really helpful.
Okay, my first one is to listen to like motivational podcasts. They don't even have to be motivational. I think just listening to podcasts that you're on topics that you're interested in are super helpful just for motivating you to like live your life. So some of the ones that I really like, I'm like very businessy focused, like entrepreneurship, like self-help type person. So the podcasts that I listen to are like the Tim Ferriss Show. The Joe Rogan podcast is like probably the #1 podcast, and I recently got into it. It's basically just like he brings in really interesting guest speakers. So even if you don't like his personality, like he still brings in like really like knowledgeable experts in their fields or just interesting people. It's how I built this. These are just like some of the ones that I like to motivate me to just like get up and do my own thing every day.
Okay, my next tip is something that really motivates me, and some people I feel like are going to think this is dumb, but it is just buying a bunch of cute new school supplies, and this makes me really excited to use them. For example, I just got this really cute little notebook. I got this from Barnes & Noble, but I'm sure I can find it other places as well, so I'll link it down below. It just says I am very busy and some like holographic stuff, and it's my favorite little light pink color, so stuff like this I think is like really cute. And like getting a new backpack or something like that.
Or pens. I recently, I literally have so many more of these, but these like little Muji pens, you can get them on Amazon. They actually make writing like super fun. It's just like if you want to journal or just write for notes.
I'll link them.
Yeah, you can get different sizes. And
yeah, and I feel like just having like colorful pens will make you want to like take notes more and make your notes look cute and everything in your cute little notebook. I was also talking to one of my friends the other day. I don't know who it was. I don't think it was you. But they were saying they always buy a really, not really expensive, but like a pricier planner so that they feel bad if they don't use it. So they make sure they use it because they spent money on it, which like kind of scares me because I feel like I always start using a planner and then never continue. But I feel like that could be potentially a good tip to motivate you to actually plan and use it. So yeah, I guess that's kind of one if you don't mind spending money on school supplies, but I think it can be really helpful.
So my next tip is to, like, this is like a super general, like very common one, but it's something that's really, really helped me throughout the years, and that is to exercise regularly. And I tend, when I'm busy and like super stressed out, to just put exercising on the back burner, which is totally something that I do not think you should do. Like that's when you should be exercising most. So I have a little method that I do all the time. It's called the Seinfeld method. Essentially, I print out just like a calendar from like the calendar app on my iMac. That was like very repetitive.
calendar.
iCal. What I do is I mark a red X every single time I exercise, and you can do this with any healthy habit. So if you're trying to like either break a habit, like every day that you don't do it, you can do a red X, or if you're trying to like do a healthy habit like exercising. So the idea is that you don't want to break the chain basically, and I don't try to exercise every single day, but another thing that this has also been super helpful in is just letting me keep track of how often I work out, because when I didn't do this, I would think that I'd like work out on average like probably like 2 to 3 times, and then when I started keeping track, I found that I would like sometimes exercise like 2 times a month, which is just alarming. So so this is a super helpful method just to keep data on like healthy habits.
Yeah.
And also, like, you can do this with your roommate or a friend and then put it, like, on your doors. That's what I did with my freshman year roommate. So it's kind of like social, positive peer pressure.
Okay, this next one is definitely more for college. This probably works best for upperclassmen when you have more freedom with your schedule, but something that I like to do is I like to organize my schedule and kind of block out my schedule how I know it will be best for me and how I will be able to do my work the best. So personally for me, I would prefer to block all my classes on like 2 days, or at least the majority of my classes, and then have like 2 or 3 days in the week pretty much free to do my work and do other things. And I would rather have that than have like 1 or 2 classes every day. That just personally works best for me. And then I also try to make sure I don't have classes on Fridays. It's just like a personal thing. But blocking my classes like that definitely makes me like not dread going to class as much, because then I know like, oh, tomorrow I don't have class, and it just makes it a lot more, I don't know, I like it a lot more, and it motivates me more to actually like get down to the schedule and go to class, I guess.
Yeah, that's a good tip, because I'm like the opposite, where I prefer to go like probably like 4 days a week of class and like have them like earlier, so I just like get my day started. So my last motivational tip, something that's helped me so much in college and just studying and just focusing in general. Everyone like focuses kind of differently, and for me, like when I really need to like do work, I can't have like any outside distractions. Like even, I don't know, like just small noises just irritate me. Like if someone's like breathing really loudly, or just like, I don't know, anything. So I have invested in a pair of noise canceling headphones, and I really like these just because you can also play music with them, but they also just work so well. So I use these every single time I like really need to focus. And I also use them for like napping, but if you don't really want to make the investment, earplugs work like just as well.
Yeah,
And
I use earplugs a lot.
Yeah, and like Amazon has like the little skinny earplugs, because my ear holes are like really small, and I never realized that.
Too.
I just like looked it up one day and realized that there are slim fit ones. So I got them, and they're so life changing, because like I can't even sleep if there's like a lot of noise.
Yeah.
So like if I'm taking a test and I know that like I'm gonna get distracted, I'll like secretly put like one of those like earplugs in one of my ears. I don't put them in both, because then you actually cannot hear. But if I like really need to focus, like it'll be in one ear, I'll put my hair down, and then I'll just like go like this if like something's really bothering me. So that's been really helpful for me.
Well, I'll link those down below as well. Yeah, no, I use earplugs all the time just for like sleeping and stuff, so I could imagine that could be really helpful.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have one more tip, and this one's kind of like the like buy school supplies one, where some people might think it's stupid and some people might think it's cool, but at least for me, whenever I dress well or like do my hair and makeup before class, I feel like I'm way more focused and just way more like ready to go through the day. Whereas if I like roll out of bed 10 minutes before class, look like trash, wearing like sweats, no makeup, hair like disgusting, I just feel like I have no motivation for the rest of the day, and I'm just like, you know, if you look good, you feel good.
Yeah.
And I know some people are like, oh no, I like only wear sweats to class, but I feel like just try it one day. Like, look put together, do your hair and makeup, like feel good about yourself, and go to class and see if it changes things, because for me it totally does.
Yeah, as someone who usually like doesn't get ready for class or just looks, I don't know, I don't really put too much like attention on my outfits, but when I do, it actually does make a difference, so I agree with that.
yeah, so those are our tips. I hope they helped you guys. Let us know down below what your tips are or which ones of these you like. Annemarie and I actually just filmed a video on her channel.
Yeah.
It's already up, so it'll definitely be up when I post this. But we went shopping together, so if you guys like those types of videos on my channel, like my fashion videos, you should definitely go watch it and then subscribe to her. I'll put the links down below. But yeah, I love you guys and stay tuned for our next video. Bye!